and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in to LTN 2020. Hope you're having a good day, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing to make sure that you don't get infected with a coronavirus and then get diagnosed with COVID-19. And yeah, we're making our way, aren't we? So, day there are milestones that are reached. Just I don't know what they, but we're now in the 100,000 person a day range. And I've been saying that for a while we would get there. You don't have to be Merlin the magician, a mind reader, or whatever to have known that that was going to happen. See the pattern unfolding. That's where we are. And as we move more toward winter, as I've been saying, that's you have to really start to exercise even more care and caution in what you're doing. Pay attention when you go out, whether it's to the grocery store, the laundromat, or wherever you're going, gas station. You practice all of the public health strategies that have been announced a million times. It's almost like kids learning the Pledge of Allegiance, you know. You know it now by heart because it's repeated so many times. Um, I won't repeat them here. And moving indoors will be one of the main reasons. People will be confined in closer spaces. Air circulation isn't as good. And you have some youngsters are back in school, and so they're out in the world and they come back home, and you don't know what they bring back home in that closed environment. So those, the perfect storm. And I guess we can expect these numbers to even increase more. So these are things that these are things that you know, but just to make sure that we're all on the same page and know where we're headed. What will be it's really hard. I listen very carefully and I'm trying to figure out what are some of the leading experts saying about where will we be 3, 6 months, 8 months out, a year out from now? What will be the conditions on the ground, so to speak? That's a good question. I can tell you this: the virus just does not evaporate. It's not as if it comes and then it all of a sudden just disappears. It doesn't do that. It keeps looking for a host, and as long as there are hosts, it's going to stick around. We determine what's going to happen with it. It's not as if like influenza, it's every year you can and this is going to happen with coronavirus, the COVID-19 coronavirus, this particular one. It'll come back every year, but it's not just going to this is not going to get better by itself. We have to make it better by what we do. And so there's a lot of money placed on the roulette table for vaccine. And there are a number of vaccines on that table. People are putting chips down on the different vaccines as to when they will be out. Spin the wheel. When will they be out? How effective will they be? A couple of trials have been stopped for reasons. One person died. Why? It had may have nothing to do with the vaccine, but it's an automatic. Breaks, boom, instant stop. Stop. They can investigate. Another one was stopped because a person got sick. And typically, when vaccines come out, that first rendition, it will not be as good as others that follow. At least that's my understanding. I don't know. I wish I had a better sense of where it's going to go. And again, I listened to Dr. Michael Osterholm and others who are just straight up scientists, period, full stop. That's it. They have no other agenda. I can't even get a clear read from them other than what I just said. That's what they're saying. It depends. Some even say 2 years out. 2 years out. So, again, I want to let you know somebody's got to say these things because otherwise, folks will walk around in some sort of fictional world thinking that somehow this is all going to just get better by itself. It doesn't do that. Katie's in studio. I can see her. I can see Reginald. What were you doing, man? Direct traffic. What's that yellow top? Is that the thing that they wear? That little vest when they're getting the kids across? You got on
Safety
there, brother.
patrol.
Safety
What is it?
patrol,
What is it?
hall monitor, safety patrol.
Yes. What is that thing you got on?
You know me. I love my Lakers. I love them.
Oh, that's a Lakers. That's a Lakers T-shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of those hall monitor or street crossing guard vests.
No, it's championship wear, Doc. Championship wear.
Dual purpose, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Katie laughed. You wouldn't be surprised if he showed up with those, would you? I
No.
wouldn't.
There is nothing that could surprise me when it comes to Reggie's attire.
Yeah.
I feel like I set a standard early when I first
Yeah.
got hired, so like nobody's surprised
For you,
anymore.
for you, every day is Halloween, brother. I mean, you just don't know.
For you and I, we just have to. For you and I, Doc, we just have to pick which shade of black we want to wear today.
Right.
Well, now listen, I changed them up a little bit today. You notice I have a green top with a
Lime green under. Yeah.
shirt and
Ooh,
then a
I
green
can't
top
see
on
you,
top of
so-
it.
I stuck my foot in my mouth there. I couldn't see you.
We gotta pull up. I'm gonna pull up the stream for Katie so that way she can see it. But
My hat, black. Got even got a green Nike logo on it.
Oh, look at you.
yeah, I didn't even
Yeah,
know that
see?
was in his closet. That's nice.
If anyone wants to see Dr. Garko, you can go to our Facebook page, search Let's Talk Nutrition. You can watch the live stream and see him in his green. I see you now. Did switch
I
it up.
see you too, Miss Katie. Miss Katie, I get up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work. Ooh,
Miracle I wear anything, that I have time to put on anything. So black it is. I take very little effort when I'm getting dressed in the morning. I don't care if my socks match. I just care that I'm not breaking HR code when I'm coming to work.
And that she's on time. That's almost all you can ask for if she comes in, if she wakes up at 3:00
Yeah.
in the morning.
yeah, 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Hero.
I mean, I'm surprised you haven't walked out the door in your pajamas yet.
I've walked out of the door with 2 different shoes on.
You have?
I have. I showed up to work. There's actually a couple of us who have done that.
I have done that. I
Yeah.
couldn't decide which shoes went better with my outfit, so I
Oh.
wore both.
That's not what happened with
Oh yeah.
Hopefully one wasn't a pump and the other one was a tennis shoe.
No,
Oh,
they
no.
were both sandals. They look the same at 3 a.m.
Oh my God. What a crew. What a crew. We come back, we'll talk some more. Charlotte's Web. Yeah, Charlotte will be on today. I'll tell you who.
The pursuit of a healthy immune system is so important for our long-term health. And being healthy for the long term is everyone's goal, right? So, which immune health supplement is recommended for those who also have cardiovascular concerns? Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract. Aged garlic extract, regarded as one of the leading natural heart health supplements, has been clinically proven to help reduce high blood pressure and inflammation. Experts believe this alleviates demands on the body's energy stores, freeing it up to fight invaders. The result? A more responsive immune system. Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract begins with 100% organically grown garlic and is the most scientifically researched, highest quality, and best-selling odorless garlic extract supplement. And for extra support, get Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract Immune Formula 103. Try Kyolic Aged Garlic Extract for a healthy heart and a healthy immune system. Discover more at kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. You know that there have been all sorts of unusual consequences beyond people getting sick, beyond the dreadful consequences of people passing away. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected so many different aspects of our lives in unusual and sometimes very unusual ways that things have changed, are going to change, so on. Downstream effect. So in Denmark, okay, this is not making this up. In Denmark, government very concerned about a particular species of animal that um, is farmed there on, I guess, on a pretty large scale, and it has something. Here's a little quiz for the crew. It has something to do with clothing, sometimes very expensive clothing. Coat. What kind of coats back in the day did was the envy of people to have one? You know what I'm thinking? Had four letters in it. Started with the letter M. Kind of coat they want. Any idea? No? Mink.
Crickets.
Mink. The Danish government's going to slaughter millions of mink at more than 1,000 farms. They are attributing this to COVID-19, coronavirus, citing concerns that a mutation in the novel coronavirus that has infected the mink could possibly interfere, they say, with the effectiveness of vaccine for humans. Now, you can't make this up. Just the odd twists and turns here. Prime Minister Met Frederiksen, need to say, made the announcement at a news conference. There are 15 million or more mink in Denmark. I never knew this. I didn't know this, which is one of the world's major exporters of mink furs. Remember fur coat?
Yeah.
You never wanted a fur coat, Katie? Of course, you're not that generation.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Reggie had. Reggie wanted a fur coat.
I probably
You
am
know.
not gonna lie to you.
I'm sure you have, given the way you dress, man. You see some of these football players, right, Reg?
Yeah, the post games. That's my favorite.
What's that?
The post games when they show up and they got.
I know. It's like a fashion show.
You're talking about mink. I recently just learned that there's like this paintbrush that you can get. It's a very, very expensive paintbrush, but it's also made with mink fur. And it's like one of the most expensive paintbrushes you can buy, but it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah. Well, they may be in short supply.
I want to see it now. I'm gonna look it up.
I didn't know what a mink was. Right? I thought a mink, seriously, I thought a mink was a kind of deer until I was watching that video the other day, and it was not what I thought it was.
It's a cute little animal.
A little ferret.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cute. They're going to be millions of them that are going to be slaughtered. The prime minister said that the armed forces would be involved in, they use the term culling, C-U-L-L-I-N-G, call out, remove. That's a polite way of saying slaughtering the mink. I mean, just crazy things like this. The WHO got even involved. World Health Organization acknowledged by email that it had been, quote, informed by Denmark of a number of persons infected with coronavirus from mink, some genetic changes in the virus. Uh-oh. See, that's now. WHO said that Denmark was, quote, investigating the epidemiological and virological significance of these findings and calling the mink population. We are in touch with them to find out more about this event, close quote. There was a mutation in the virus with respect to this animal. That's why they're so. That's what they meant by it could possibly interfere with the effectiveness of a vaccine because they're going to create a vaccine for one genetic rendition of the virus. But if it mutates, that vaccine will probably not work for that mutation. Now I'm piecing it together. Aha. You see the twists and turns at every bend and turn. My goodness. Uh, Involving mink. So now they're going to slaughter millions of them. I mean, I guess they're going to burn them. I don't know what they're going to do with them after they kill them. How are they going to do that? How do you conduct such a large scale uh, euthanizing, killing, whatever you want to? I'm trying to find nice words of these animals. And who's going to get? The armed forces are going to be, soldiers are going to be asked to do that in Denmark. That's unpleasant, man. My goodness. See how things, yeah, twist and turn at every bend and turn. Let's talk nutrition, coast to coast and globally. We try to follow the speed limit, the traffic laws straight ahead, no twists and turns, no bend and turns, no dead ends, straight ahead. Clean pool. This is Dr. Michael Garko from Let's Talk Nutrition. If there were ever a time to take charge of your health, now's that time, given the U.S. coronavirus epidemic. Earth's Creation scientifically tested Curculife curcumin and its family of products to help you do just that. If you have an inflammation-generating condition, such as obesity, heart disease, or diabetes, you are at a greater risk of being infected by the coronavirus. Earth's Creation Curculife curcumin supplement is a patented turmeric formulation with extensive clinical trials. It allows more curcumin to get into your cells to fight inflammation, a hallmark of viral infection. Curculife Plus curcumin is in many of Earth's Creation family of products. Go to inflammationusa.com and protect yourself against the coronavirus. For a limited time, buy any product at inflammationusa.com and get the second bottle at 50% off. Act now. Go to inflammationusa.com.
1250 WHN.
.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garco.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Here's Katie to tell you how you can make contact.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always email Dr. Garco personally. His email's drgarco@letstalknutrition.com. And if you'd like to watch our live stream and see us live, go to youtube.com, search Let's Talk Nutrition, or just visit our Facebook page, also Let's Talk Nutrition. And if you missed a show and want to watch it back, go to letstalknutrition.com, go to the show schedule tab, or you can listen wherever you listen to all of your podcasts.
So, when you look at when you look at chronic diseases, and you look at that list, and of course, heart disease has been at the top, and then you have cancer, and you have respiratory, you look at the top 10, but you have a number of chronic diseases. There, one statistic I hear thrown around from the U.S. National Center for Health Statistics is that about 50% of people in the United States have some sort of diet-related chronic disease. Think about that. About 50% of the people and adults in the United States have some sort of chronic disease that is diet related. Example, coronary heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. Those are primarily diet driven. Now, there are genetics involved, but a large portion of the variance for those diseases is accounted for by diet. And then you have obesity. Obesity is considered now by the American Medical Association. I remember reporting on this a few years back now, 2 or 3, whatever it was, a disease. Of course, that was a controversial decision. Some people don't think of it as a disease. They think weight gain is not coronary heart disease. But weight gain, being overweight or obese, can get you there. It can get you to cancer. It can get you to all kinds of unwanted places. But that's a diet related disease if you think of obesity as a disease. So I tell you that because, and if you think about it, you think about the obesity epidemic where you got about 72% now, somewhere in there, of the population that's overweight or obese. And about 42% of that 72% is obese. What do you think is in play? And you see it on TV all the time. You'll see it in magazines. You get on an airplane and open up one of the periodicals. You start flipping through the pages. You'll see one what? One diet after another. This X diet, Y diet, South Beach, North Beach, Miami Beach. I don't know, whatever beach diet you name it. Russian Army. There was a diet that was based on I forget what it was called. Cabbage soup diet. I mean, there have been hundreds and hundreds of diets. Paleo, ketogenic.
Forgot about the paleo diet.
I haven't forgotten. Mediterranean diet. I mean, it goes. If you went and looked, and I've done this because I wrote an article talking about these kinds of diets, and the list was so long. My God! So it turns out we've got about 20% of Americans are on some sort of special diet plan regimen. Nearly 1 in 5. Hardly you can hardly talk to somebody. Gluten-free diet, and they say, I see, Mary. It looks like you lost some weight. Yeah, I'm on a keto diet, or I'm on the paleo diet,
Even
or
someone who cuts out just a couple things out of their diet is, I mean, that's still technically a diet, right? Even if it doesn't have a title, like there's people who just don't eat bread but don't necessarily not eat carbs, so that's still a form of a diet, right?
well, yeah, but it doesn't not have a name.
Right,
Each
exactly.
each of these regimens is underpinned by some theory. One thing
Gotcha.
that all these diets have in common: calorie restriction.
Yep.
You can balloon up on any of these diets, but they're all underpinned, and then you have then you have a whole category of weight loss diets. The keto diet is not necessarily a weight loss diet. It can be used for certain health conditions, or the paleo, not all the time just for weight loss.
Yeah, I did the paleo diet for a while, and mine wasn't necessarily for weight loss.
There you go. On any given day, about 1 in 6 people in the United States, adults, report eating a special, quote, a special diet. This is according to a new U.S. government study. This is new stuff. A special diet may be a diet to lose weight, as I was alluding to, or one that is designed and intended to improve your health, such as a lower carbohydrate diet or a low high fat diet, or avoiding a gluten free diet for someone who suffers from celiac disease. And that's legitimate. That person has no business eating gluten. They're playing digestive roulette with their health. They eat gluten. About 1/2 of U.S. adults have diet related chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, or type 2 diabetes. Special diets are one way that many adults prevent, treat, and manage such diseases. That's a quote by Dr. Brian Stearman. He's from the U.S. National Center for Health Statistics. That's one of a federal agency. But if you're healthy and don't have a chronic illness, they're saying in this article, you don't need to be on a special diet. Hold on. Let's pump the brakes on that one. Wait a minute. So what diet are they eating then? this was said by registered dietitian Liz Wynandy, who works at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center in Columbus. My question to her would be, well, what diet are you talking about that they're on? Western diet, what we call the Western style type diet. That diet is a dumpster fire right now.
Are you concerned with the change of seasons? Are you looking for a product to support a healthy immune system? Then you must be looking for Oreganol P73, made by North American Herb and Spice, who are a leader in the manufacturing of natural dietary supplements. Oreganol P73 is not your normal oregano. No, Oreganol P73 is made from oregano that grows wild at 10,000 feet above sea level in the mountains of the Mediterranean. That's why it's such a powerful support for your immune system. Try Oreganol P73 today and discover what millions already know during this winter season. To learn more about Oreganol P73, visit your local health food store or our website, oreganol.com. That's oregano.com. Act now and feel better today with Oreganol P73.
You experience the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garco.
Pardon me. Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Taking a look at different types of diets. Now, there are all kinds, and it's interesting. According to the U.S. Center for Health Statistics, there are about 1 in 6 people, 1 in 5, somewhere in there, that are on some sort of quote-unquote special diet. Okay? For a lot of different reasons. 2 primary reasons are, one, because people are trying to lose weight, and the second is that they may suffer from some particular chronic disease. And, for example, they may have high blood pressure. They may be on the DASH diet, dietary approach to stop hypertension. Very effective diet. That diet, by the way, put together by the American Heart Association, is a darn good diet. I've recommended it to clients many times. I'm a big fan of the Mediterranean diet and variations of it. So on. So it can get very confusing. What's a person to do? There's so many variations and types. I was mentioning there's the paleo diet. There, one of our guests that comes on, she's a big fan of Eat for Your Blood Type. That would be Dr. Sally Bird, the blood type diet. Then there's the vegan diet, the South Beach diet, which is very popular. The Mediterranean diet. I can tell you, the Mediterranean diet there are hundreds, if not thousands, of studies on that diet. It's really more like a lifestyle than it is a diet. But it is a diet, sure, no doubt. And I went and I was looking and was trying to find somebody that maybe compiled a list, and a bunch of them out there. By the way, let me give you an idea. There are diets that are predicated upon belief, religion. I'm not making this stuff up. There's the Buddhist diet. Did you ever ask yourself, in those monasteries in the Tibetan mountains, what are those Buddhist monks eating anyway? Right? I've been up all night sometimes thinking, no. Then there's the Hindu diet. Then there's the kosher diet. Then the Seventh-day Adventist diet. By the way, that diet is outstanding. That's Palo Alto. Trying to think that part of California where the Seventh-day Adventists live. And that's, by the way, a blue zone, too. That diet, really something. Then I never heard of this one, called the Word of Wisdom diet. Really? All right, whatever. Then you have calorie and weight control diet. You got some like the low cal diet, low carbohydrate diet, the low fat diet, right? And there, in each one of those, there are diets within them. Like, for example, low-fat diet. Dr. McDougall has McDougall's starch diet, which is a high-calorie, high-fiber, low-fat diet based on starches such as potatoes, rice, and beans. But it excludes all animal foods and added vegetable oils. And Dr. McDougall, I'm familiar with Dr. McDougall, by the way, and he makes some great foods, health foods, his soups, for example. Um, he draws on historical observation on how many civilizations throughout time were able to live on starch foods. It's interesting, isn't it? Then there are crash diets. The Beverly Hills diet is one of them. I alluded to this one earlier, the cabbage soup diet, the grapefruit diet, the monotrophic diet, the Subway diet. These are all crash diets where the heavy calorie restriction, I mean, you're down to like 500, 800 calories a day, man.
I knew a friend who did, this wasn't a diet every day, but when she started feeling like heavier or something, she would do nothing the next day but eat apples. Just apples all day the next day. Nothing else.
Well, you probably picked that up somewhere, probably drank a lot of water. Both of those two things would cause her to feel what? Full.
Full.
Exactly. Satiety. Then there are detox diets. Yeah, this involves consuming or attempting to flush out all these so-called toxins out of your body, like juice fasting. There's a juice fasting diet. Then there's the Master Cleanse diet. Dr. Lyon, Michael Lyon, on my show, and he's tried many of these diets. One almost put him in did put him in the hospital because he always struggled with his weight. Now he's one of the leading weight loss experts in the world. Diet that are followed for medical reasons. I alluded to this one, the DASH diet, the diabetic diet, the elemental diet, the elimination diet, the gluten-free diet. You have celiac disease, the ketogenic diet. That's a high. People get the ketogenic diet all screwed up. They think it's high protein. Wrong answer. It's a high-fat diet, man. It's a high-fat, low-carb diet in which your dietary and body fat is converted into energy. There's a pathway where instead of using glucose, it will convert the fat into glucose. It's converted. You got to go through a pathway. It's complicated, relatively speaking, but it gets converted into energy. Then there's the liquid diet. Then there's the FODMAP diet, where you're restricting what are called fermentable carbohydrates. And there's something called the soft diet. I don't know much about that. I don't know anything about that. Then there's specific carbohydrate diet. These are all of those are, these kinds of diets are followed for medical reasons. I put a client on the FODMAP diet. That diet is hard. That you really have to be motivated to follow that. Some people are in such dire straits, they have to. Come back in the second hour. We have Charlie Pass. Web. On. For that. What kind of diet are you on? 1 in 5 of us are. Diet.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs, Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
Dr. Michael Garko, Let's Talk Nutrition. Tired of not having enough energy to exercise and be physically active? Well, OptiNos from Earth's creation can help recharge your body, the energy it needs to live a physically active lifestyle. OptiNos does 3 things to help energize. First, it increases nitric oxide, which means more oxygen and nutrients flowing to your cells. Second, OptiNos helps create ATP, the body's energy currency. Third, OptiNos reduces lactic acid buildup, which causes exercise-associated muscle soreness. So turn on your body's energy switch with OptiNos. Start living a physically active lifestyle. Get OptiNos at shopecusa.com. Shopecusa.com. For a limited time, use promo code EC and get $10 off your first order. Promo code EC. The sooner you use OptiNos, the sooner you will feel better about yourself and your body.
Send a text.
Well, I just thought I'd give it a try.
Wait for the call.
I'm feeling lucky now.
Win cash money.
Oh, man, that's amazing.
Listen for your shot to text and win $1,000.
Keep sending those texts in, and you could be getting the next call.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition.
It's a windfall for all. Listen to 1250 WHNZ for 12 chances every weekday to win $1,000. Keep listening to 1250 WHNZ.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com.
Can you win a $1,000 windfall this fall? Yes.
Hi, I'm James.
James Coffey of Tampa texted a nationwide keyword to 200-200, answered his phone, and got some fall cash to fall into his hand.
Holy smokes. I've never won anything before. This is unbelievable.
What does he plan to do with that windfall?
Probably buy something for the wife. Happy wife, happy life.
Remember, you have 12 chances every weekday to win $1,000. Listen at 30 past the hour on 1250 WHNZ.
We have some slow traffic southbound on 275 getting into I-4, and westbound I-4 is heavy from 22nd Street into 275. In Pinellas County, you have a vehicle fire on Seminole Boulevard at 102nd Avenue North and a structure fire with fire department activity on 22nd Avenue South and 22nd Street. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-545-9595.
This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garco. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in to LTN 2020. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. Charlotte Trass is my guest today in this hour, and wonderful educator for New Chapter, the regular and featured guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. And going to bring her right on right away because I want to spend time having you listen to her, and perhaps you can call and ask her questions and talk to her if you like. She's a very nice person. Charlotte, welcome to the show. It's great to have you back.
Here.
How you
Thank you.
doing?
Good to be here.
There you are. There you are. So you're up there in the cold country. Is it really cold yet?
No, actually today is gorgeous. It's ridiculously pretty today. I'm actually hoping to get outside a little bit because it's so pretty.
In the earlier part of the show today, I know this is not what you wanted to talk about, but I just wanted to get your reaction to it. I was talking about different types of diets, and it's really it's quite fascinating when you get into that area um, of the different types of diets. There are diets that are based on religion, as you well know. I mean, there's the Buddhist diet, and I was joking around. I said, yeah, I've often wondered what those Buddhist monks in the Tibetan mountains in their monasteries are eating every day. Who's doing the cooking? No, I have. But the Hindu diet, there's the kosher diet, Seventh Day Adventists, who, by the way, live in Loma Linda, California. Loma Linda is a blue zone. That's where people live longer, have better quality of life. There are several of them around the world. We have one in the United States. So there's religious type diets based on religion, low calorie diets. None of them, you're familiar with them. There are low carbohydrate diets, fat diets, crash diets, detox diets, diets followed for medical reasons like the DASH diet, hypertension. Do you have any reaction to all of that?
Yes, I do. You know, no one person is like another person, and it doesn't make sense to think that one diet would fit all of us. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. So I think that, part of why people get so frustrated with diet overall is because it's kind of like searching for your soulmate, isn't it? It's kind of like trying to find what works best for you and your body chemistry. And because we're all different, the answer is going to be varied. What works for one person is not necessarily going to work for another person. And I think that we have to be patient with ourselves in finding what works for us, for our body.
Funny you say it, you put it that way, like for a soulmate. And when you said that, what immediately came to my mind was, yeah, some people, diets are like relationships. You start dating for a while, then you break up. And then maybe you go back again, try it again, break up again. Or you go look for a new partner and you date that one for a while and then you break up. People sort of do diets that way too, don't they?
100%. I think that's why it's such a great analogy, is because, I know people who have said to me, Charlotte, I've been on a diet my entire life. And I'm like, I feel ya. I really understand that mentality because, when you think about food and you think about the relationship that we have with food, and then you think about how the impact of food impacts your daily life. I mean, this is something that's sown through every single day of your life. And so whenever you're depriving yourself of something, or whenever you are saying, I can't have this or I can't have that, that takes a toll on you mentally, but also physically, depending upon what you're depriving yourself of. And look, there are things that we know aren't good for us, like, white refined sugar. Sorry, guys, jury's in. That's not gonna, help anybody. It's a nice to have, but it's definitely not an essential, and it's actually pretty harmful. So again, we have some certainties like this, but at the same time, there are others that are gray areas. I mean, look at how many people who do keto, and how many people who are vegetarian, and how many people who restrict carbohydrates or certain carbohydrates, and then you get into allergies like gluten-free diets and things like that, and it really becomes this snowball of information. It's very overwhelming to people. So I always say, pay attention to your body. You are the best judge what is working for you and what is not working for you. And do not always trust that what works for your friend or for your neighbor is going to work for you.
877-897-8255. Charlotte Trask, educator for New Chapter, one of the leading dietary supplement companies in around the country and around the world. Very well said. It's interesting, and I wrote in my notes. I'm gonna think about this. I might write an article about it, a brief one, something that I'll post. Diets are like dating, in a
We
bad
should
way.
write a book together, Doc. I'm ready. Do it.
So, what did you have on your mind? What did you want to cook for dinner today?
Well, you know what? It's really funny. I had planned to talk about a certain subject, but you know, my husband remarked to me this morning. He said, "Doesn't the world just feel a little like it's strung a little too tight right now?" And I was like, "Oh man, yes, it does feel that way." I think that with everything happening, the pandemic, the election, the holidays are coming, the weather is changing. I think stress is very prevalent right now. And I know we talk about it a lot, but to be honest with you, stress is a huge factor in how you feel every day. And if you are under a tremendous amount of stress right now, like so many people are, I think we need to talk about it. And I think it's going to be helpful just to help us get over this hump right now.
That's a good idea. You mentioned all of the risk factors. Holiday season is upon us. It'll be here now. We're going to have people having to travel during the holiday season. Now, with the pandemic and the epidemic in the United States with COVID, do you have family over or not? If you do, that's always stressful under normal circumstances. Now, it's going to be worse. And cold weather, being indoors, so on. And so, yeah, there's so many things in play right now. Flu season, cold season, and then the coronavirus season, so to speak. Many stressors. So I know that you're pretty thoughtful about these things. There are a number of ways to manage stress. I mean, we can do everything from meditation to meals. What did you have on your mind?
Well, I think that you're hitting the nail on the head here. I mean, lifestyle is part of it, and we have to really acknowledge that. The other thing is that yes, there are herbal supplements out there that can help support your, stress system. But also remember, and I think this is really important, that people don't realize that stress affects your immune system, and that when you are under stress, your body goes into fight or flight mode, and it's stressed out. Your immune system is engaged dealing with that, and that can actually lower your ability for your immune system to work properly. So I think it's really important that we're tackling our stress in healthy ways, but we're also supporting our immune system at the same time. And so, those things go hand in hand. People like to separate them out. Remember, it's all part of the one system that is you.
It's interesting. When talk to people and they're talking about stress, and I'll say, well, what do you think stress is? And then they'll stare at me. And they can't give me an answer. I'll say, well, how do you know when you're under stress? That question they can answer. But they don't. Most people that I know, not most, but many that I speak with, when I ask them that question because they're a client, I'm trying to figure out what are the risk factors, the stressors in their life. I say, well, what is stress? They need to know what it is so that we can deal with it. And they can't give me a clear answer. So we'll talk about that, talk about the stressors and so on and how it impacts your immune system. We'll be right back with Charlotte Trask from New Chapter.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's take, SOLUS.com.
Looking
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarrodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarrodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarrodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jarroprobiotics.com.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that's not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today. Learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Irwin Naturals, premium vitamins and supplements. 25 years of gold standard supplements. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Charlotte Trask from New Chapter is my guest. She's a premier educator for New Chapter. She wanted to talk about and is talking about one of my favorite topics. Over the past 15 years, if you go back and look into the audio archives and video archives, I've talked about stress more times than I have sense. And why? Because it is something that affects every person listening and watching this show at any given moment. It is truly one, and make no mistake about it, stress is not a charming idea. Stress is a killer. I'm going to tell you, I'll say it again. Stress is a killer. I remember the first time I said that on air, and when I got off air, I was driving home, and I thought maybe that was too much. Now I've come to realize it's not enough. And it turns out this relationship between stress and the immune system is a long-standing concern for scientists, for healthcare practitioners, and for anybody that's interested in what we are as human beings. Charlotte, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now I can maybe set something up for you. We know that there's what's called physiochemical stress and psychological stress. By physiochemical, fancy term, don't mean to sound jargonized here, but that those involve risk factors associated with the environment, like food and nutrition, toxins, metabolic disorders, infections, inflammation. Then there's psychological stress, where there's things that affect us psycho-emotionally, and it turns out that whether it's physiochemical or psychological in nature, the stressor, it still triggers the fight or flight response. Still the same response, correct?
That is correct. Yeah. Yeah.
So
And people don't realize, you need stress. Let's be honest. You need stress to react to certain situations. But your fight or flight response is a healthy response. It's a response that tells you you're in danger. You need to, basically quit digesting things. You need to, your vision is sharper, your senses are sharper, and now you are ready to do one of two things: face the situation that is causing you danger, or run away as fast as you can. That's fight or flight in a nutshell. And what happens is that is a good response when you're walking in the woods and you see a bear and the bear stands on its hind legs and you're like, I got to do something, right? So you're making a decision and your body is going to stress mode. But what's happening is that we're feeling the fight or flight response multiple times a day, every single day, and sometimes we stay in that state for hours. And your body needs time to recover after that, because you're basically setting all of your senses on fire and saying, I need you now, and your body goes on high alert. And then what happens is that your body goes into this state, and then you're supposed to come out of it. But a lot of us are staying in it. And, let me give you an example. You are trying to go to bed at night, and you keep checking election results, right? Every time you check it, your heart, skips a beat, you read a headline, you get a little emotional about it. Guess what? You're triggering your stress response. And so as we're trying to traverse these times, there's got to be ways that we can help each other through these stressful times without taxing our immune system, which we so desperately need right now, which is also a stressor, right?
So what happens here is at least based on my training and my own research, long-term chronic stress leads to a persistently high levels of cortisol, stress hormone, and corticosteroid levels go up too, which cause resistance to cortisol and impaired anti-inflammatory effects on your immune system. Um, these effects result in infection, chronic chronic inflammation, autoimmune diseases, cancers, and so on, as well as physiological disorders. So that's what Charlotte's talking about. She says your immune system taking a hit. It's hard for it to cope, right? And you got these stress hormones that are that are flowing through your bloodstream and throughout the system, having it affects the immune system, and the immune system can't do what it's supposed to do. So things go haywire, and now you're a mess. So, and it takes a lot of energy, Charlotte, to mount the stress response. I mean, it takes a lot of ATP to do it, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you're really taxing your body. And the hard part is that we spend, you know, better parts of our days in this state. And it's really frightening because, you know, what we need is some recovery time. We also need to structure our day where we're not triggering ourselves. What does that look like, right? Because again, you know, we tend to think that things happen to us. We have to take a little bit of ownership and responsibility and planning to set aside some time for some self-care. And man, Americans, we are bad at this, aren't we? I mean, we are so good at, like, you know, for me being a mom, I'm really good at taking care of the kids. Like, I know where they are, I know what they're eating, I know what they need. But when it's time for me to be like, okay, Charlotte, like, you need some really good exercise time, I'm like, oh, there's like 15 things I should be doing instead. And I have to force myself to make that self-care time. So I bet there's a lot of people out there who are doing that. But remember that that's really important for the recovery of your body from these stressful times.
100%. And I'll be more specific. Sustained stress over a long period of time is a killer. I'll be back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Celsius, Live Fit. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garco.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today to LTN. My guest is Charlotte Trass from New Chapter, and I'm talking about stress and the impact of stress on mind and body and what to do about it. Quite frankly, what we do about it. There's many with different things that we can do, from diet to lifestyle and dietary supplementation, that can all help in the management of stress. Don't control stress. When I used to give talks and workshops on stress, that's a major message. Trying to control stress ends up being stressful because many of the stressors are out of your span of control, right? So what do you have to learn to do? You learn to manage it. That's what you do. Charlotte, welcome back. What did you have in mind in terms of dietary supplementation?
Sure. So first of all, when you have nutritional deficiencies in any of your micronutrients, your immune system cannot function as it should, okay? So I always tell people that if you want your immune system to function properly, and if you want to give your body the best building blocks for any sort of condition, stress or anything else, having a very good multivitamin is going to be very helpful. And as we see more and more information coming in on C and D being very good for your immune system right now, I think that we need to pay attention to the nutritional building blocks. So if you're not eating the way you should be every day, and even if you are, remember that our fruits and vegetables are less nutrient dense now than they were in the 1970s. I think we could all use a boost of nutrition right now to support these stressful times. So I like to start with a good multivitamin. At New Chapter, we make fermented multivitamins, which basically just means the fermentation makes it easier for your body to absorb. It's gentle on the stomach, very, very good for you overall. And we add herbals into our multivitamins as well. And a lot of our multivitamins have like stress and energy blend in them. And who couldn't use that right now?
100%. 877-897-8255. If you have a question related to this theme or any other theme, it's okay. You can call the show. So could you give the audience member some specific names of the products so that they, when they walk into a store or go online, they know what to look for?
Of course. So when you're looking for a great multivitamin, we make an Every Woman's One Daily if you like a one daily. If you're willing to take multiples per day, I really love our Perfect Energy multivitamin. It has rhodiola in it. Rhodiola is a fantastic adaptogenic herb. We also make an herbal product called Rhodiola Force. Now, I like to take rhodiola during the day for stress, for daytime stress, because it doesn't dull my shine, is the way I like to put it. It helps me keep my energy levels up. but also helps me deal with the stress. But at the same time, we have other great herbals. My personal favorite being Holy Basil Force. New Chapter's Holy Basil Force is a supercritical extract of holy basil, a fantastic adaptogen that's been used for thousands of years. And then we also have our new multi-herbal stress, which features a clinically studied dose of sensoril ashwagandha. And ashwagandha is another adaptogenic herb, fantastic for helping your body to adapt to stress.
Okay, let me back up a little bit here.
Back it up, Doc.
The rhodiola. Let's talk about that. That doesn't get much. Poor rhodiola at the rodeo doesn't get much. Doesn't get much attention. Deserves more. Can you talk just a little bit about that product, the name of it again, and what rhodiola do?
Rhodiola is it's an herb, and basically it is a botanical that is really great at being an adaptogen, which means it helps your body adapt to stress, right? We're all trying to get our bodies to adapt to where we are right now, and rhodiola is particularly good at that. In fact, there was a study done with overnight doctors, okay? And they tested the doctors cognitively at the beginning and at the end of their shift, overnight shift. Doctors work very, very hard. And the doctors that were on rhodiola performed better cognitively after their stressful shift than at the beginning. So that's a really great indicator of what rhodiola can do. Rhodiola helps you stay sharp. It helps you to, adapt to the stress that you're dealing with. But at the same time, it's not going to make you groggy or slow down or sleepy. Now, if you're looking for that, because sometimes we're at a 10 and the world needs us at about a 5, right? Because we're trying to go to bed, we're trying to wind down. I like holy basil for those times, because holy basil is a different type of an adaptogen, and it fills you out. I like to say it's like a glass of wine, but without the fun, because you can't always have a glass of wine. So I like holy basil for those times. And here's the thing: when I was at work, and I was trying to catch a flight, and I was very stressed out, and I had people calling me, and I felt like my heart was pounding, and I was having. I stopped. I got a big glass of water, and I took a holy basil Force, and it just took the edge off to get through my day. And you know what? Yeah, I think that again, herbs are supposed to help us, and that's what these botanicals are for. But I like to take rhodiola on a regular basis by including it in the Perfect Energy multivitamin. I actually don't have to take an extra serving of rhodiola because it's already included in that multivitamin. So I already take rhodiola every day in that. But again, some days you need a little extra, right? Or maybe you have a multivitamin that you love and you want to add rhodiola to it. You have the rhodiola Force for that.
Nice little package of supplements. You mentioned every woman. Do you have a multiple for every man?
We do. It's called Every Man.
I
yes,
knew
it's
that.
very intuitive, Doc.
It's not every other man, but it's not every other man, right? It's every man.
Next year. No, we do our multivitamins based on life stage. So we actually have our Every Woman One Daily, our Every Woman One Daily 40 plus, and our Every Woman One Daily 55 plus. And we do the same for the men's complements. We have Every Man One Daily, Every Man One Daily 40 plus, and Every Man's One Daily 55 plus, because as you know, your nutrition changes as you get older, and you need different nutrients in different ratios. And New Chapter is there to understand that life stages change you and that you need different nutrition.
Yeah. Well, at least you didn't do it for every other man, right? Every man.
No, not this time. Maybe next time.
So that's interesting. These multiples are gender and age specific or life cycle specific. That's kind of interesting.
Well, you know what? I mean, here's the thing. I'd like to say that my body works the same way now that it did in my 20s. It does not. My body has changed. I have adapted to my lifestyle of being a mom, and I can tell you that when you are getting older, your body is going to work differently. This is just a part of aging.
100%. Charlotte Trask, always, always interesting. You always got good things to say and good ideas. We'll be back. We'll have the LTN Health Question of the Day.
Wayne Elliott here to tell you about my experience with Strauss Heart Drops over the past 20 years. The Strauss Heart Drops saved me back then and changed my life forever. It's hard to describe how invigorating it is when you increase your blood flow everywhere. The Heart Drops have proven to dissolve plaque from arteries, veins, and vessels caused from cholesterol that can restrict or block our blood flow, our body's most important function. I was able to avoid open heart surgery, as was my father, and instead cleared our arteries painlessly and without chemical drugs, which, by the way, do not claim to remove any plaque or increase blood flow otherwise. Strauss Heart Drops work, I can assure you. No contraindications with pharma drugs. Strauss Heart Drops are safe, and Strauss guarantees your satisfaction with a money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong and certainly have nothing to lose. If you've had open heart surgery, angina, diabetes, low energy, cold hands and feet, or grayish-blue skin or lips, Strauss Heart Drops are for you. Available online at powermall.com and straussnaturals.com. I promise you won't be sorry.
Ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they've continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. Nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Looking for a women's probiotic that's actually for women? A true probiotic for women means balancing the right strains of good bacteria. Jarrodophilus Women has 4 patented strains that have been clinically documented to support feminine health and features L. crispatus LBV88, the most dominant bacteria found in healthy feminine flora. So Jarrodophilus Women helps restore feminine balance where it counts, making it a true probiotic for women. Jarrodophilus Women, for women who take their probiotics personally. Visit us at jarroprobiotics.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. What can you do about it? You can take Solace. Solace is an all-natural, non-addictive dietary supplement formulated to help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Take Solace and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit the website at takesolace.com. That's take, SOLUS.com.
What is inflammation? Many people think that only joints are affected by inflammation. The truth is, the body's natural inflammatory response affects everyone and every major organ system. From bone health to heart health and beyond, Whole Body Health calls for a healthy, whole body inflammation response, which is why New Chapter is proud to offer America's #1 selling herbal for a healthy inflammation response, Zyflamed. Zyflamed is a whole new natural way to manage inflammation and a true scientific breakthrough. Zyflamed has been extensively researched and tested for a variety of health concerns by some of the most respected medical institutions in the world with impressive results. Discover the power of Zyflamed for yourself. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is streaming on your Amazon Echo device. Just say, Alexa, play 1250 WHNZ from iHeartRadio.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Strauss Herbs, everything our bodies need is provided by nature. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And here's the LTN health question of the day. Earlier in the show, I was talking about all these different types of diets based on religious beliefs, diets based on health conditions, diets based on specifically weight loss, and so on. And then I mentioned the Seventh-day Adventists. Now, it turns out that they live in California, and where they live has been identified by Dan Buettner as a blue zone. Now, there's a place in Spain, a place in Italy, and there's several blue zones on the planet. And these are places where people live longer, healthier lives with quality of life. And so researchers have studied these cultures of these places and have figured out what they're doing. Seventh-day Adventists base their diet on their religious beliefs. And it turns out that their diet is mostly plant-based, right? You can call it vegan if you want, whatever, but it's a plant-based diet. Here's the question, simply. Where do they live in California? Loma Linda, Palo Alto, or Pasadena? Where do the Seventh-day Adventists live? Loma Linda, Palo Alto, or Pasadena? Here's the number to call to win a $25 supplement gift card.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Charlotte, welcome back. You know, this protocol is pretty good. This dietary supplement stress management protocol. You mentioned a good multiple vitamin and mineral from New Chapter, and your multiples are fermented. They're easier on the gastrointestinal tract. They're better absorbed, and so on. You mentioned every woman, every man, perfect energy, those multiples. Then you mentioned herbs, holy basil, rhodiola, for example, were on your list. And you start to put those together. If somebody called in right now and said, "Well, which two I can only take two. It's either a man or a woman," what would you say?
I would say this. I would say that everybody is different. You're going to have to find which one works well for you. I don't think that I think everyone should be taking a multivitamin. That's a personal belief. So I would say find your multivitamin. And then the second thing is that, to be honest, usually when people are in a place of stress and they need immediate kind of support there, I go to holy basil first. If your body doesn't react well to holy basil, and by that I mean like you find it fills you out a little too much, you might want to try lemon balm first, a little bit lighter. But again, you have to find the herb that works with your body chemistry. But I find that most people get great results with holy basil force or lemon balm force.
Well, good advice. Let's go to Bill in Sauté, Georgia. Bill, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Hey, Doc. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. And how are you doing?
Oh, doing fairly well, sir. I've got the answer to your question.
Okay, good. So, Seventh-day Adventists, where do they live in California? Loma Linda,
Loma Linda.
Palo Alto, or Pasadena?
Loma Linda.
Loma Linda. Yeah, that's where they live. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. I'm so glad that you listened to the show in your neck of the woods. Do you happen to know the radio station that you listen on, by any chance?
I sure do. WRWH in Cleveland.
WRWH in Cleveland, Georgia. Well, I'm so glad that you are listening to the show. We appreciate it, and I trust that you're doing well then and you're safe, right?
Still carrying on, sir.
Well, carry on in a good way, William. Thank you so much, and call the show anytime you like. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Grateful.
And I
I'm
appreciate
grateful.
you and all your folks and your work, too.
Oh, you're very kind to say that. Thank you so much. Thank you. You made my day. Charlotte, welcome back. See, boy, I love. I could stay on the air for 4 hours and get more people to call in. I just like talking to the people that listen to the show or watch it. Um, these are good
We
people,
should do a
everyday
telethon,
people
Doc.
trying to figure things out.
Yeah, we should do a telethon. Let people call in all the time. I love it. I mean, again, my job is a service job. People don't realize educating is a service job. It's all about connecting with people and helping. That's all I want to do.
Yeah. Well, and you do it well, and people appreciate it. They do. Thousands of people listen and watch. You'll never get to um, talk to them all. By the way, Bill, you need to call back and give Katie your phone number, your contact information, so that she can send you the gift card. Bill, please call Katie back so you can get your prize, man.
Thanks, Doc.
You
They
win it.
get excited.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Call Katie back. Let me know if he calls back, Katie.
I
Well, Charlotte, thank you. Always, thank you. Thanks, and give my thanks to New Chapter for allowing you to entertain questions that sometimes are not necessarily were in an area that you wanted to talk about, but you entertain the question and provide wonderful, insightful answers. It's part of your, it tells me that you and the company are not just interested in selling product, but you're interested in educating the public, interested in helping people take charge of their health. And, that speaks well of you. It speaks well of New Chapter. So I just wanted you to know we recognize that.
Thank you. I appreciate you too and the work that you do.
Yeah, we try. Always room for improvement, as the nuns would write on my report card and on my paper. Room for improvement. Thank you, Charlotte. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Don't let the election stress you out too much.
Thank you.
Take care. We'll come back. We're going to try this again tomorrow. Repetition, repetition, repetition. That's the pathway to success. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. And I, above all, certainly love you.